Ayurveda and Yoga Wisdom by Christy Smurl. This section will go over RITUCHARYA. RITUCHARYA is the Ayurvedic observance of seasonal self-care. Ayurveda emphasizes living in harmony with changing weather and climate patterns. Each season triggers a set of biological shifts in the human body. As the external macrocosmic forces of the sun, moon, and wind change, the weather influences the internal bodily doshas. A person's ability to maintain homeostasis through climate changes starts with the recognition of how to adapt with the forces of nature. Balancing Vata, Pitta, and Kapha is easier in some seasons and more difficult in others. The winter season is characterized by coldness. Coldness is a common quality of Kapha and Vata. Therefore, both Kapha and Vata tend to become more imbalanced in the winter. A person's baseline prakriti and vikruti will determine their vulnerability to this. Depending on geographic location, winter might be wet and dry. If the climate is cold and wet, kapha will tend to accumulate internally. If the air is dry and cold, vata will accumulate. Look at winter. During that time, bears hibernate, possums stay in their dens, animals in general are less active, and nature growth has slowed down. So winter is an excellent time to go inward, conserve, rejuvenate, and regroup. Winter can be accompanied by kapha feelings of sluggishness and heaviness. At the same time, people may experience vata coldness, dryness, aches, and pains. Here are some general winter guidelines to help kapha and vata aggression. Maintain digestive health with balanced nutrition in the winter. In the winter, appetite is typically stronger, but overindulgence in calories, fats, and sweets will weaken the digestive metabolism and accumulate more kapha in the body. Choose balanced flavors, incorporating in bitter, astringent, pungent, and salty during the winter. Excessive sweet flavors will accumulate kapha, especially in the winter months. Mitigate kapha and vata during the winter by drinking plenty of warm water and teas throughout the day. Don't drink cold liquids and eat cold meals. Reduce vata aggression by massaging warm, pure oils into the skin daily to insulate and counteract the outer effects of winter. Don't forget to get regular exercise and fresh air. Practice body-warming yogic asanas such as Surya Namaskar. Enhance the digestive system with yogic calisthenics such as Pawan Muktasana 3. And improve limb circulation and pranic flow with calisthenics yoga Pawan Muktasana 1. Practice warming yogic breath methods such as Kapalbhati pranayama as indicated. Follow Vata nutrition lifestyle and Vata nutrition and lifestyle based on the results of your Vikruti quiz. Now, what about spring? During the spring season, plants are growing quickly and blooming. Days are becoming longer. Heat starts to warm the earth. The birds and bees become active. Animals are breeding and coming out of the winter phase. Energy is moving upward and out. Depending on the geographic location, spring may be windy, foggy, rainy, and cold. There's also a springtime melting effect. Just as the snow-tipped mountains melt and fill the streams, if kapha accumulated during the winter months, spring may fill with melted and flowing kapha congestion and indigestion. You know that spring cold season? The spring season shift stirs up all sorts of energy, including vata in the body. If vata accumulated in the winter, then one may see vata-related symptoms spring up, like irritable digestion, joint aches, traveling pains, especially in the feet and the legs and the low back, things like sciatica. Vata also mobilizes inspiration for more upward energy flow. So try practicing the following spring guidelines to mitigate kapha and vata during this season. Combine foods that are bitter and astringent with pungent tastes to balance kapha. Incorporate in fresh, local bitter greens such as dandelions. Balance healthy fats, sour, salty, and sweet flavors. To reduce vata and kapha aggression, stay warm and insulated. Take nice warm baths or showers. Drink warm water and teas throughout the day. Again, don't drink cold liquids and eat cold meals. Avoid skipping meals. In the springtime, avoid excessive sugars, alcohol, and cold exposure. Springtime is a great season for abhyanga, warm oil marma massage of the body daily. And if you need additional assistance balancing, follow the kapha or vata nutritional and lifestyle guidelines based off of your Prakriti quiz results. Some of the greatest asanas to do during the spring: Surya Namaskar, sun salutations, Pawan Muktasana 1, get everything flowing, moving and circulating. Therapeutic yogic breath techniques for the spring: Kapalbhati to clear everything out, and Nadi Shodhana can be very helpful. Be sure to look at all of the benefits, indications, cautions, and contraindications in their sections. Now, summertime. Summer is marked by rising heat, and that increases the pitta dosha. It's great for providing warmth. However, too much heat, we know, increases pitta aggression, and it may cause tissue dehydration, aggressiveness, or depletion from pitta. This can also cause vata to become agitated. So in the hot seasons, we see a natural increase of the qualities and gunas of tikta, kashaya, katu, known as bitter, astringent, and pungent tastes. During the summer months, digestion is its weakest, so take extra care. Ayurveda recommends in the summertime, minimize or avoid caffeine and alcohol. They're dehydrating. Avoid exhaustion or overexertion. Reduce physical and sexual expenditures. Eat lighter meals that are easier to digest. Eat plenty of fresh, sweet, seasonal fruits. Avoid excessive heat exposure and be careful of hot saunas and steam rooms too. In the food section, avoid foods that cause internal heat in the summertime, such as nightshades, tomatoes, bell peppers, eggplant, white potatoes, chilies, chili peppers, salsa, hot sauce, and also alliums, which are onions, garlic, leeks, shallots. Be careful of that extra spicy food. Stay real well hydrated, and perhaps wear lighter colors, pastels, whites. And if you need extra assistance, Follow the Pitta nutrition and lifestyle guidelines depending on your Vikruti. And if you get overheated, look at the breath technique illustrated in the book called Shitali Yoga Breath, or practice Nadi Shodhana to calm the nervous system and cool off. Summertime is also an important time to consider detoxification and rejuvenation with therapeutic treatments such as nausea, where the herbal oils are poured into the sinus cavities, or abhyanga, marma massage with warm medicated oils. Shirodhara is so good at this season too. It's a warm oil poured over the head to massage and rejuvenate the mind. Last but not least, we have the autumn season. The fall brings cooler temperatures. The animals begin to prepare for winter. This season is when we clean out the gutters, harvest and store crops. Plants often change colors, lose foliage, and encourage the rooting down effect. During the fall season, pitta might still be accumulated from summertime, so continue mindful nutrition and lifestyle to minimize elevated pitta. Depending on one's Prakruti and Vikruti, Vata aggression may begin during the fall due to colder weather or winds. Cut out from your life what's not necessary during this season. Try to conserve energy and start some rejuvenation. Eat your meals by combining food that are warm and moist with some bitter, astringent, and sweet qualities. Do your oil massage on a regular basis to counteract the effects of Vata in nature. Remember to reduce physical and sexual expenditures to preserve that energy, preserve ojas, preserve prana. Again, avoid cold and wind exposure. Eat easy to digest foods that soothe and strengthen the body. Autumn is also a wonderful time for Ayurvedic panchakarma, a detoxification process. But again, depending on your Prakruti and Vikruti, each therapeutic should be customized to your special needs. So stay in balance with all the different seasons. We change as the weather changes. We're not always the same.